Hi there, Maria Tecce here. When it comes to your audience, there's always three people in your audience. One of them is deaf, one of them's blind, and the other one, English is not their first language. Three people. One of them's deaf, one of them's blind, one of them English is not their first language. So one of them is deaf. All they can do is see. So your physical presence is absolutely essential when it comes to conveying your message with conviction, with power, and with credibility. So how you use your hands, how do you shape your words for us? How open are you to us with your body? Are you closed off or are you open to us? How are you using your eye contact? Is your eye contact down when you're talking to us? How much credibility does that give you? Are you looking at your audience and spreading it around? Or if it's a virtual audience, how connected are you directly with your eye contact with your audience, which is the camera? And also, are you clear in your groundedness of your energy, or are you doing the dance, which is distracting for you and for us as an audience? So are you grounded and centered? And are you breathing? Because if you're breathing, we will breathe. What you do up here is what we get down there. So one of them is deaf. Your physical presence is absolutely essential. One of them is blind. Your vocal delivery is also imperative to getting that message across in a clear and colorful way. Do you have a monotone, flat delivery? Monotony is the death of all great presentations. So are you changing it up? Are you using different pitches in your voice, or are you staying on the same note all the time and never really changing anything? Snore, we will fall asleep. So are you getting color and texture into that vocal delivery? Are you changing up the pace? Are you using pauses that allow us to hear that information and let it sink in? Because we cannot take information all at once in one pace and one note all the time and taking it all, never taking any pauses and saying the same thing all at once and saying it all in one line so we get the whole thing as one long piece. We will never be able to follow you. Remember, your audience is always looking for a reason not to listen to you. So one of them is blind. All they've got are their ears. Change up that vocal delivery. Keep us interested. Surprise us. Keep us on our toes. And the third one person, English is not their first language, which means clarity and pace. Be clear in your speech. Think into those consonants. Because when English is not someone's first language, they are concentrating twice as hard as someone who is a native English speaker. So be clear in your speech. Speak slowly enough so that you don't lose them. Because in this global economy now, it's almost guaranteed that there will be somebody in that audience, that virtual audience online, that English is not their first language. Don't lose that person. Think into those consonants. Speak clearly. Do not underestimate the power of speaking clearly and articulately. It will help us to stay with you. And speak slowly enough so that you don't lose us and we don't fall behind. Because if we do fall behind and we're rushing to keep up with you, what's going to happen? We will stop listening. Your audience is always looking for a reason not to listen to you. And that's not personal. That's just the way audiences are. We don't want to be left behind. We don't want to be guessing at what you might be saying. We don't want to be straining to hear what it is you're saying or try to figure out what it is you're actually saying. So there are always three people in your audience. One of them's deaf, one of them's blind, one of them English is not their first language. Okay, that's it from me today. So listen, let me know how this works for you. Leave me a comment below and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.